Boom. And I see was welcome to the Chris Analyst channel. We have a lot of conversation about Ghana. My name is senior colleague. For those who don't know, he's one person who contributed significantly to what usually say today. Two more contributors now. I inherited the math. I'm replacing as producer for Love FM Kumasi. One of the legends of the business. Otiasia, he's a polymath. The Biamekadres will go and check what the polymath is. He understands a lot of things. He has a way to break complex issues for everybody to understand. Sports or entertainment or me I'm strength to be some strength or politics or yeah there. If you analysis now, you what you and me catch us a senior colleague be na guy dem say that's Austin Woode. Senior. Welcome to Ghana.
That's Ghana be.
Yeah,
so we are me into so akoma da idea. 17 of my bay. That me that's so say when you wa ha. But also I mean can obo adwuma. And say me call talent so ko sra kokora no. Say oh no so hwe. Say auntie. O say yes I won't come ani hu. O say branty we you know say na mo Ghana na buruchefo no so ya o mo hwe saa na imanu hwe nti wo bo adwuma na ya na we am see introduce me there mo na say me akokora bi my idea my ache
but media for over 20 years.
Yeah, I think 2004 till now.
And so 22 years. And you produce a lot of But what's your favorite like area? Is it sports, is it entertainment, or politics?
Okay, so what we say, woman omunimi no, free ashase patase askoro mampon. Omunim say no sports do ye. So it won't say PJ Mose na menene sports ewo inshira ni say no sports mo nim from the identity oba no say me bonyo me drive time me entertainment ne politics na high no wanwa but entertainment no so dey me and say idea me pepa idea and minim eno nko ade minim pa entertainment no nti de bia me kasa ade ba ko a me da sorry na enakora o mani so na o kasa min kasa nchire nipa for 1 hour e be sustain a omo enka say o mabra Ghana Music Awards unse me ense ma me keni na o mitirimu I know that it's your entertainment no so minimpa but about politics in any way na eno dey from infancy once you keep reading the free press and when you get interest in that it's newspapers but me so like I say there is nothing called a hip life musician, a gospel musician, a high life musician or reggae musician. We have a musician because a genre now be what you say no because we share a lot of the gospel music now. Daughters of Glorious Jesus now we be classified as reggae because there's genre gospel na genre but we be classified as reggae. E bi mu ruta reggae no masa be high life anyway. So I would just want to say me will be a kakra jack of all trade, master of none. Mumu na say no ma be gidi am wonim de deputy mumu de mudi akwa not high it me catch up.
I think I know be on my channel. One of the things I always want to educate them. It's not just about the clickbait, it's not just about the politics, but I want us to learn something that as young people we need to give gratitude where gratitude is due. And those things it's uncle for now. And when I make Dr. Samuel upon there, we video be frame say. And I really appreciate him. Teacher, massive channel. He's one of the key uncles behind. And they have a bon come afa oral. Operation Recover All Loot. We have a bon come by Mahama's performance. There's been a lot of talk about the ministers. Same in media talk. There's been talk about reshuffle of ministers. Ministers need to some performance and whom MPP a demonstration. They are very unhappy. Almost more rebuilding process. Do they need new faces? All those conversations. And in the next almost 1 hour, we certainly have that conversation. So yes, Austin Woode is in the studio. So explosive. Into become chief. Let's start with I think oral. Oral because I follow you on X on Facebook. Yes, uncle. And in fact, the day I hear sentences chairman Wontumi, I reference you. Now court. Yeah, me can't be channel nya na ya wo ye no
Okay.
we asore ma timpe we record ho abranti bi a onye Wontumi lawyer asore e plead ma no justice do kuvite wa kind 10 pages wa kasa for 10 minutes wa kasa for 5 minutes now we court on the Wontumi sentence oral na e kono nya nya betom ne say here are some attach and say they are not happy. Say the Chief Justice is giving a warrant for certain court to sit and hear certain cases. What do you make of the oral atmosphere?
Okay. Medigana politics for the last 32 years. Now, I was one of the people, I don't believe in sloganeering. To me, no, I say, why should we have a certain policy or maybe say, recover loot? No, Attorney General, you are in charge of criminal prosecution. And it's a president who one can ora say be or buy or more did this car also watch you. President Mills President Mahama, President Akufo-Addo want to 2 day ora, but I think it's just political sloganeering. We back could be to me fat and on a farmer on saying this, Okada farmer almost 2020. But Oman Sam farm maybe 2024. A lot of people don't even know. President Akufo-Addo started free SHS 2008 and 2012 and 2016 about the highlight of the campaigning. We back could be nefa ora no na we heard the way Minister Blakwa a champion and I think say baby omura no ebe to Ghana for akoma so GD no a manifesto launch no manifesto launch no omuka say people should come and speak sector specific into where Orere Kopuku about Cocoa and a Greek now it be more about finance into a Blakwa buy no after the announcement why you are gaining momentum kakra during the campaigning period now be ora no and the man youth ni be I say okay saying go for the sika beji say sika no but me I don't believe in those things. I think say it's just semantics. So be a bonia Attorney General afane court ma court hwehwem na ye beji sika court be fine no na obi to abaka sloganeering anyway no. But you see Chairman Wontumi no once I have followed it, and only case I'm a follow pa. We daddy lumber free and only case I'm a follow pa into a lot of the documents now I put out in Inina. And once I was rather putting it, and even established media houses, they were getting it from me. People were wondering, say, how am I getting all those a public document? And Obi say, what do you stand to gain? A public document, but I realized at a point in time, you'd hear Ghanaian youth asking, say, asem we akosi say unso wo ho anu obisa ho say asem bi esi ye wo bono ho obi kokun player bi o se bi player bi kokun obi no unso wo ho Ghana ni bi say na sa asem no kure kosi sen obi so si asem we kure kosi so na me hu say sa de na ba apanam so okay e gap bi e wo ho. And because they now can say me a producer or live no, I'm not a producer and Patrigina Suma me boss person or no can say it is developing content. It means say me na ma bon take me ba here ma pick content free just by conversation ni pair or hana I have need the many I will develop it. It means that is what I develop. A lot of the radio programs all have FM maybe or me na me di name no any concept in any be by any time na me wo EIB no so I said to myself say what asemo kan na wo kan yi em say amanfo be pepa o eni say politics de ene nko but say lumba de ene hwede we nipa ko di akire na de bia no trendy or TikTok other cases and I'm so okay and my men so me follow so that I decided so okay then now the one people might not believe it. So why don't you go to the courts, get the documents and I put it there? But one of the reasons in I never share opinion on it. Why? Because you see, court no one share crowd could you free bibimua. It's me than asamono. It worry me and I'm the document naba ubi kind. So a lawyer for one be kind. So kind of brofo so saka say what the atiase and also you're wrong on your part. But we can be how we atiase. But kind of brofo na lawyer for no so the omunim die no e be kan ho ye nchichiri mu na so de me kan ye no ene ne omde abeka hu no mahu. So I said okay, let me start with the popular ones, the ones the Attorney General was doing but I took interest in the Wontumi one because you see many would inkomo about I think Wontumi be no before obi any difference and I say makwako kind submission of no case ruling by court high court judge Audrey Kokubite and I am focus say I don't know me bo judges ni nyina and also there is a reason because one share here people will even not know the judges, but I would put the full name. It was I put it out. Audrey Kokubite, Justice Achibonga, na Kennedy ni na mabo Fiasa Rebuche ni say why? If you would want to do background on the judges, the cases they have dealt with, saying it also help you in knowing say judge we say in your material. So I decided, okay, let me follow the Wontumi one. I read submission of no case and obi baby say ye say Attorney General boni nkuro nyina wia na wo the onipa na ye de asem na to no so no enso bebe ye ne lawyers for ebe ye cross examination say after Chief Justice Sofia Akufu de sa case management ne sa ne o mane buy ne pese ye twitwa ne o ma bi so it is say no wo the witness statement ne ba no be care yeah, Supreme Court, election petition 2012. No say Dr. Bawumia witness statement, or no lawyer Philip Addison. And so be and same morning now for close to about 3 days. But now you trust any money in be brave. What do witness statement in a bar? Now lawyer no say Attorney General say you accuse no ebisa. Your friend will say your friend Eugene will say to what him was me fear ni wedding fear say why you we. No I can. And your man will witness statement in Munina and my journey da ho and I made it me ana my sign. It's no ye yes, I'm spend time won be nemo me bema opposing lawyer no and I cross examine. It's after I buy I think of 4 witnesses. The first one Michael Jedu. Ono ne koche no wasase no so. Won say chinipa be 29 China fo bi miense bi ka ho. Michael Jedu ne koche omo eche omo no adwuma. Ono na ne do omo ano. Na Michael Jedu no nipa na ofa na adwuma no Henry Wokum. No no prosecution witness 2. And I think prosecution witness 3 no Minerals Commission ni na aban kofa no eso media dance yem fan nsem ni bi ho no. And a prosecution witness 4 ono ya na manfo nka na asem investigator no ono na asem ni nyina ye de man no o ye investigation yes police ni no ono na ye prosecution witness 4 the Attorney General we I think within a month or 2 and na a year or cross examination ye we one na and the appear could be Wontumi lawyer aye or cross ti ye we ni nyina no and the appear could be say o ka kire ma me Audrey Kokubite say Washen ntansa na aban Attorney General ade abo tema Wontumi Kwame Ntwi na akonta mine no a onyini ni se emu edu nsem papa bia ni nko ni nipa ni nyehwe eti judge ne nto asem ne ntwene na onyae wo mu ena ye submission of no case no ento yesa na judge no so betena so no but ya wo de asem ne bewia ya be ma Attorney General so de na no yie for say wo say ye nto asem ne ntwene ne beba eti ma me Audrey Kokubite tena so no and o say o share kwa du no ye de abo mo no adanse na aba cross examination no ene nkrata nyina ya je atom ze nkrata na bi o how de ba ya nyintumu e obi be challenge ne wan ye so okay ye nyim from evidence act ne neoma o hwe ni nyina no or the ruling on submission of no case na eba and o say charges no aye charge 1 ne 2 no nyina no omu wa no hu yi omu wa no hu yi e wo so omu yi but o end the ruling ni mu say ojidi say aban and Attorney General no etime a kire de friend prima facie ni say kwadu no ode bo mo no am so omo aya but o ma omo ho akwanya ebi omo nso wo enkiremu wahu sa na omo ye submission of no case ruling no kwadu na aban de abo no me hye nanimanimu na am say wo anu hu yie why no ti ebi a wo so wo anu hu yie ti me ma wakwanya na wo de abeyi wo ho ano esan say bia enka wo soma ababa we oba e ni sika ni nkuta no yin na say na kire ya ma 50 Ghana ze to nsuo wani mu ya but when is scan the em so de awasa ni sirim but e bia ono so beka say wo de yenko bi samame na oton aduane gare ni say me tito gatanim ene nsuo ko enti obenya anu hu yie ti mame Audrey Kokubite yes ade no na andi mu Yes, you Wontumi open the case. And a Wontumi lawyers no. A file say omo stay of proceedings. Our high court because you say brabe you one open your defense. Aden omo kwa challenge submission of no case na ma me no abo ato aguno e court of appeal. But answer na no mun stay proceedings no mamon to aso answer. But Supreme Court also in a number of cases a ruling say enya asem bia na was stay proceedings. I was say judge no transfer so every say also stay any nyoma and obo stay of proceedings no application ni gu ye.
So it should be Supreme Court view they say it should be case by
case. And yes say is stay of proceedings. It will boy no gu ye na chese say chama Wontumi open the case no that so our court of appeal no. And to be here me ma two classical cases. In 2009 a former deputy finance foreign affairs minister nam so Joso or say JO say BB.
Yeah.
Ono na NIB rice case bi no. Also ono no submission of no case ne ye DJ no because or say public procurement no e cover aban enuma NIB so nya aban dia. Na ECG so on say the same thing na ono so court a prove visa na kodwompiani ni 1000 on so mo so yan start o masem no kura what they said ne say Ghana mara kire say yeti commission of inquiry na me ko ho a me din se ese meka no kore asem bia ye bebisa me dia it is a President Mills what a commission of inquiry what frame me maba na me ma bedi ense se meka no kore sa no kore na me kan ye no ugina no so de ko bu maten wo court a emra ne kire se Wontumi nye saa etikwadwompiani ni 1000 no o masem ne ansate kura o ese bia yesi mu kosi toilet mu ansi Ghana 50 ya ansate kura o mu ka kire court ne se botugu se eni se mi yi me ho ano submission of no case but the current one ya to force in Japa won say Attorney General Fred ebo ni nkuro nyina wie Fred no witnesses no na to force ene Japa lawyers ka say omo hwe asem na mu ha omo ndi boni bia enti judge ni nyaa omo no omo submission of no case ena judge ni rule ye ma me afi asarbuchi e rule say there be Attorney General nsem na waka no omo wa onu hu yi omo meyi ena omo nso ka say stay of proceedings ena e body tia omo ena omo de omo challenge of the submission of no case ruling a court of appeal it omo de ko ho no ato forcing they came back to the high court omo by ebeto omo asem no so e ma ato forcing credit o wie ni defense Japan na ye ne dia okofo adami tape ne baaye no e na omo ka asem no a no court of appeal ruling no e ba a 2-1 e say ma me afi asarubotwe ruling on submission of no case no oye mistake ne ni sem ko oma Japan any ato forcing e open omu defense because Attorney General establish prima facie and a truncate or process na high court no and I go for damika so ko challenge court of appeal no I was Supreme Court Dr. Inebayo say or she ruling no na ye kwa ye belusu the second one no e beach ora hinaku on say nyina ye bete after report no I say ora hinaku after sika bi dia wasa ni I think over 600 million exactly on so yes go through or start yes submission of no case yes there be on open defense and open here or to asuna no de call court of appeal and a court of appeal no cry the end rule 3-0 I say any sen ko open defense and wakwa na fie free and on so on eti me case submission of no case after Wontumi mo de call court of appeal na so ma men kan hwe that was the first time I started getting court documents. Me can na me say me hwe first charge no I say Wontumi de no people confuse it and yet Galamsey ni illegal mining Tanzania de bo no first one and say aban afamra kwan so am ono so de ne krata akoma aban ene ama ne concession na yesi sa concession no udi bibe mu obi a onye odwuma yeni obi foforo company eso adijuma wo mining juma utu agudie e was asase ne so
a related activity
no it should be mining no enye mining related mining ankasa utu form agudie charge one no ye utu form agudie obi ko tu form agudie ni bidia e was say wo ko ka kire minister say me amo akonta mining amo de amami no me so me pese me di bi ma UGO say tutu company limited na otu e form agudie eno na also obo minister man na minister so hwehwe ono so nsemu se ne krata ye papa na minister nka so okay yapene yesi wontumi am obi akọ saa akotu mining wamfa nkoma minister eno na eya asem no eye no kre wamfa nkoma minister but asema na chama wontumi ka after ye chin in the first one waiting police caution statement or say me na me man nipa ne kwa asase no so onkoye reclamation man ka se onkonkotu mining eti hono me kan am say oh asem we dey wan hwa e be ye den say wontumi be di for ho because I dance here no ni we ni nyina ye o say me say enti afi no judge ni be use circumstantial evidence so sometimes no dodo na akoma nipa na ye di asem no to no so no but Eugene I think say Ghana for no do na no. Omunnim what the second charge now is about. That is why a lot of people are saying no. Who say a second charge na me frɛ o ka kyerɛ o say me kan hwɛ any ma me ne ka say omunyi omu ho ano no. De o ka kyerɛ omu so omunye no. Any evidence omu witness na be lead no. They still have not been able to convince me that was second one. The second one here there. You say you won you maybe a friend of mining related activities. So who be a bonnet pa amana kwakoya amawa. E was say nipa no wo enkrata waje e dey free aban this time minerals commission. Tema wontumi age atum say was you obi nkoye reclamation. Nti aban say reclamation no okọ Ghana mramu a ye wo ba bia ye ka say mining support services no ade ne ba ho eti maami bi oton aduane gare wo mining site no untumi ga se oton aduane ma wo o provide service nti e wo mining support service aduane ton eni mra ni mu but reclamation no e kan mining support ena emra ni nyina at 995 as amended no 703 amended to 995 ne say muntie ni ye pa se wo uni krata afri aban mu se koye reclamation na wokokoya wabu mrane so wose honamanfo se Henry Okum na bu mrane so ade ne de kohye wontumi se na mrane se mrane se Henry Okum no onni krata wo minerals commission se onya reclamation no wabu mrane so but wo a wo beboa na ma na bu mrane so no
where the no
wo a wo beboa no ama na bu mrane so ne se wo a wo fa na adwuma no ema ni ko bu mrane so no so sa na mrane ka people should read the law
nese omba so mche da man sa awofo ne oba sa kora akose obi ade a awofo no ofi
sa na mrane kire se ye pese sesa mrane ne ka se enye nipa no a ono no ekoye ne because say chama
mamen kan mrane 99 no at 703 amended to 995 91 2b or say a person who acts or instigates, commands, cancels, procures, solicits, or in any manner purposely aids, facilitates, encourages, or promotes any act in contravention of the provision of this act.
Okay, it's the okay no person what say when a person no they confuse it with Henry Okum.
The person is the owner of the
it was say se obi bebu mra we su a watu Ghana mra wo a wo bu anu mani bu etimi bu mra na so no eti Henry Okum no first of all no maame odukokuvite have to establish say wo bu mra so ye atayi no eno na wo kohwe a because say yes say wonni krata free minerals commission na wo kokoye mining support services a wabu at 703 as amended 995 no so it we accept say because Henry Okum ne ba court no obedi adanse say ono wota no so a oye small scale miner onye reclamation into onye mining support eti Henry Okum na gia tum se wabu mra ne so ewe na ma me koku vitese so wabu mra ne so a na bu anu mani bu mra ne so mra no nka say Henry Okum na wabu mra ne so no ena ye che na so enti am focus ade ne no second charge ne say wa wo bu anipa no mani bu mra ne so chama wontumi akwakogia tumu wo ne witness statement ne police caution statement and under cross examination say ono ne kachire Okum say onko ono na sase ne so enkoye reclamation is not in doubt chama wontumi na nanu asem na kire say ono na ama na bu mra no so
but ono na be the person who
facilitated him now no maame odukokuvite be hwe say wontumi kwan be no fa so because Eugene ababa we wona wo se onkoto nsuo mra enye wona wo se okwa onko ye nti yeka se wo suma ne se onkoto nsuo no eno okoto ana okọ wia maame no aduane gare ni nti wo na wa no eno de se nyansa nim wo ka so onkoto nsuo nti maame no odri koku vite no be hwe se wontumi ye bibi edi ma abrantie onuokum edi bumra no so through reclamation no
nti se ma se bia soma ababo an so nkoto nsuo no akọ duane gare nti
ye fan she wo se wo na wa ma na ye
nti la ku behwe se bia me soma no me na me ka kire se sika no
ana wo anu ma na exactly
na edu kura me ka nyanta maam no kwa bia na you know
exactly na ye se nye se wo soma obi na no ana wo mani bumra no so kire se wo na wo share no eho no ebe de ne establish and the cross examination no Henry okum no ese miko kumase no eno chama wontumi lawyer ena etoto Henry okuma no ena me say excavator no miko hu ni oton bulldozer ni excavator no miko ye no na meka kire ne say me ba be fa excavator ni bulldozer nako ena nipa no oton ni oma no kumase ne say da bi wontumi mfa nko chama wontumi etua half de aka no wontua nwie ena Henry okum say eho na me frɛ chama wontumi wo fon so aka je chama ma bakumase wo nipa ne ho me ba first excavator ni bulldozer ni nyina o se won fa ma me no se fa fon no ma me ne nkasa Henry okum ne na eka asem wo yewu na chama wontumi je fon no e de ma we no se cha using me nipa yo okuma oteta no so no on na be wo de fa ne ma no se chama na sa de wo no se de be nyare ma ne mfa nko okoye adwuma nkakra okoye no abetua kakra okoye no abetua kakra na asem we Ghana funti it is not out Eugene mami odri kokuvite in her ruling on submission of no case and they say sa dance we na and the osu apia kubi toto Henry okuma no odi sa dance no it was not challenged.
Yes, I think say they na
Obrofuna o yusu ya na say legal term say it was not disturbed. It mean me ko bisa lawyer ni say because now person asem no me hu ba bia be ko abran 5 months kura say judge ka say a witness asem o kan is not disturbed e kire say na o kire me say e kire say obi an challenge say asem o kan nya no kure oboa
because say no kure because mitie unza something like you need interest on your opposing na mitie no say ono de na agree mu pa. That testimony they want to be called.
Yes, people don't know about the second charge, you know, and no a problem, no.
Yes.
It mami no a ruling, no, and I say it was not disturbed.
Yes.
So I was expecting, and I was asking, you know, what can't church Wontumi mo in the submission of no case, you know. It was a common bano. Mami na nyaka asem we ya. Mami ni kura boa mo say, mama challenge Henry Okumu no adanse we. It's what I was expecting is say, Chama Wontumi lawyers ne bom say. Asem na Henry Okum kan no enya no kore ye yakofa nipa no okuma ase no se Chama Wontumi ene ni nkomo bia but o man fo bia menti sa de no is still and my kind record of proceedings you me woni nyina apart from ruling no record of proceedings here the bia asem wasi obia no ye bia o man wa asem bia me woni nyina there is no point that Chama Wontumi nso witness say ba ye nyina na be challenge Henry Okum asem no afi no ma me ne hu se waboa no o hwese possibly we ni da ho na wo de bua nipa no because you say una bua no but if you woman is say on van to aduane no e de akoto excavator
de akoto fuo
entinye ni da ho bone say wo woman say on van ko ye yi reclamation
nti o se metio a three things here one establish say Wontumi ene ma Henry Okum kwan
ko ye reclamation
on there ye hu to say okum de na okoye na contravention okoye mining contravene mra
no reclamation so contravene mra no
okay
yes
etiate no so atu ana ya ba say Wontumi boa no ebra wo bu mra no so ana
enti fourth one ye say ni da ho no de boa no
because let you catch us o se abetu
me ma uskase fa ko
ujin emunye ma ana mama kakra
ma ka say minim o you we ade pa me see people to read the judgment it purposely na ma me establish say Wontumi no Henry Okum wabedi adanse say woye small scale miner onye reclamation
oni lines bi akra so waye bi
and Wontumi no o first prosecution witness wisdom go mashiba ye no attorney general bisa ne say reclamation ni boarding no say ani ni boarding and ye kire say wo we one acre ebe say no no lawyer ni ginam say da bia ha dey so no say da bi hwe asase kakrakasa no bebo kapa eti woni hu say ni boarding ti ma me ne say Wusu what the dance say one many sika bia so mfanya reclamation ni onya ni say okata amana no so wia no adua kube na mache sika no ma me ni say wan pa no ye nyansani no otini fie wota no so no wanantia communal commission won kran say me wusu obi asase da ho makohwehwem me na commission yen konkohwehwe asase a ye de reclamation asase ye de ma wokohwehwem wie ye no ye say ye wo dia wa many skase won fanye no adi ni sika bebrebe we nyina akwakoye no wie a me de me nya sure say sa na netie.
Now Austin, before you even go on, manfa documents I'm me produce about me reading. I'll find a way to be embedded. The submission of no case you pay 28 and 29. Very instrumental. I mean can't them or say this permission is purposeful. PW2 Okum testified that Wontumi introduced him to an excavator seller from whom he and Ryogum made part payment for some excavators. Wontumi having made an initial payment during cross-examination in the court on January 15, 2020. PW2 stated, Bebra, send no can excavator no can say this testimony was not disturbed.
Yes.
This evidence constitutes purposefulness with which A1 Wontumi facilitated Henry Okum's contravention. If he na I want na to cry then I can say judge na boa Wontumi.
Yes.
Bawumia dwiama so.
Setting catch all say nka Wontumi be di sa dance e challenge ya.
Na so akoye say emeroko court ahwa no kasa yi. Na say akoye say Wontumi nso kasa ni bi okọ kasa ye no.
Say wo
convict no.
Say wo say wo di no kre wo court because yes up mamunye careful okay the obviously o kire say wo court time.
Na perjury they say Ghana duabo ni suru perjury.
They won't say in Salah versus Attorney General no. Once Attorney General edane asem no e say matu judges in international justice akpaluni baako no ai koye Attorney General versus Salah ansana ye di main case no so Attorney General ekofa witnesses say Salah obi puwu wire just akpaluni ada judge no omu enim Salah two witnesses no ene ka say ono mu koje obi wo airport amanako hajj eno mu hu say Salah ni justice for no akotena restaurant bi e wo airport ho didi unim ne yi Salamo ani just Bawumia omo so kofa restaurant manager ne bedi adanse ye say time na omo ka no omo no mapon aduane na omo ye no so on say nkremofo ni because so omo menu ni me kan unim aduane nkremofo ni nti Salah ne no omo ye nkremofo enti enya no kre Supreme Court rule says ankofo ni mienu no Oma be din pro Attorney General de oma ba be di charge omo for perjury chi omo tum nti perjury mo ka say we be to tum anti am me nya careful o say be a commission of inquiry no one na be for bad court there say omo I just say Supreme Court mo ko dem
back to Wontumi na say akwa say Wontumi witness statement no ene Wontumi lawyers and I think they be no more prom ho akwaya appeal nti no oman pay attention to the details of the submission of
I don't know so hey oman pay attention
no but
asem so they say wonni anu ye bia we dey obelu so why are you people assuming that way
because some people like myself I've been giving him free me tie some salad no and even before me tell me feel say me kind document no on the surface courtesy to won so ebu enkomo aye but na me feel as the Wontumi lawyers no I say one be say metimi aka na say do you agree that school of thought based on how one follow case you know any bibia won na say case na a bad case
I don't agree on and mami 2 minutes bi na minchim I think so we need record of proceedings now and I be kika answer na fa andi ho me wo wonim say ni o ma na mo say wo say andi ye ni nyina no wo ye ni nyina o wo ye who say first one mo ka say Wontumi is targeted Andy should have put Andy because Andy on Yakofa prosecution witness for police in Inoa or investigator nearby no. The first questions na Andy Bisano was to establish Wontumi was targeted. And to Bisano say must start operation free and also must start free inchi. And also they say free inchi ever Samreboi unim ekwan no no say no wa no say wa pa no say menka sa me de no say nye inche district na meka inche kuro no me de me de be 30 to 45 minutes car ni koduru na and this dey be wa pa no say okay muchi ni pase wo ade ni nyina before amu beduru Samreboi no say muchi 6 na Samreboi Wontumi ono mbechi 29 once maka to say chichana for kra 3 no say a free inch mumba na kwa kakraka we says na Wontumi hono mubechi ni nyina mubechi 29 me gidi say na Wontumi na mo target na mine say dey be police me dey na me ye madwuma ebi e man di ka say chama Wontumi ka kire mo say ono trokoma regional security council say enkofo bi ba na say azuzu be yewi mutro kokoje every regional security na police ni say wanye na say no wanye na say oh man bi wo ho assembly man bi na me ka kire say omo me na me nko regional yifo no ho so obebo me ma ante nka bi mtime na andi say wo asma wo ken wo boa obi a wo ye police panyini
you don't need an assembly
wonim kwan ya fa so a ye beje official document every regional security council ana rexec wantimi antro ankoje wo sheda exculpatory evidence ebebua Wontumi na wan fa me yes ani o mani nyina ba on say ono record of proceedings in cross examination be brema bonten. So for me I told you say second charge I don't think say wa kwa to enum tuo both caution statement witness statement Wontumi na witness statement to any under cross examination ebeye din. So it was just the purposively aban be prove it will prove we say una oma no una osi onkoye we onkoje excavate unim say under cross examination no and the on we a good lawyer people should not undermine him. He tried to stop the purposively no oboaye no or say excavator ni bulldozer bebrebe no me catch no say nye Wontumi dia enokum na okum say say catch no and no say yakọ DVL enye Wontumi na eye owner of it and na okum say me de menkasa and no say etidi enti na wo say nyoma na ye Wontumi dia. Why is he doing that line of caution? It's to prove to you say eye Wontumi dia say kan ni din na beda ade no so eti enu okum so ka say magic catch no say excavator bebrebe no ebi ye me dia because me small scale miner and na me koji free Kumase no e me Wontumi dia half and Andy say when you no kra Wontumi ma unkoje hwe and was yo and okum ka say mo okoto say Wontumi se nye ne dia no mpe de na maji afa na okum ka no excavator be 20 no mkoje was oh ni bulldozer no say Wontumi ene de o say enye ne dia menye me ne dia ene maji afa. And so it was going to be difficult for Andy to prove after Wontumi
do you think say if you was school of thought say be attach a handle case ni earlier the outcome would have been different? Do you believe that school of thought?
I think so. Andy the first time I heard of him as a defense witness 2010 Amina Utombas on night Professor Kenatifa and then Amina lawyers. Maybe Andy is not in the business of trying to delay trial and or try or try. They are almost attaching the delay. Andy, you
fan. Now, there are people who believe that yes, two not born to me. They are general crank over on the 25 20. Some also believe that's a too harsh. A first time offender and at least 15 years. I also believe that school of thought. Do you think the appeal will succeed? Which grounds are attaching at the court? I want to reduce you about the vagueness of the provision, the 14,192. We believe say you overbroad, a vague, inconsistent the provision of the Constitution. This animal or they call on the grounds of the appeal. I think about 10 grounds. Do you think say Wontumi stands a chance at the Court of Appeal?
Yeah, also Makase, Court of Appeal. Young kofa evidence be afufuru be man unless extreme cases and a lot of them some of them can a point of law. I say I don't know use circumstantial emrano ni say nke de bo Wontumi ne sa ne omani nti hono me amenye lawyer ne dey I find it difficult but me tenase as an ordinary person me kan mafulu me wo ani omani nyina no ahon case na dey because when him say after ye can say Wontumi mfa ne witnesses ne emrano unim say na names na yi ka hu Dominic Nitiwulo.
Yes.
Wama until they had to change it. Unim omukro omuka say judge no Odriko Kuviti. Na once and the better say no pressure no it is not true. Eugene, asem we on. Ohana make first. Nipa, I don't know why it is not out, but we are the document in the best send them. Western Regional Minister former no Takradi MP no. The friend Kobe Mensa.
Yeah, Kobe Ochre.
Oh Mensa. Also on the prosecution witness 2. Unima.
Prosecution witness 2.
3 and 3.
So nobody answer my own 2.
Defense witness 2 or 2 or 3. Takwan so ayem ni to buy.
Wisdom Gomashi, Rekuduka, Anna.
No. Same be see what court on. Minister, Deputy Minister, Attorney General no. Estate say o cross examine no say ya na say pon yes ya kan wano atum nti wo kofie kura wontimi ne wo yere enka asam no ho bibia wa wo ye witness kopem say wo ba anopa ne ya bebie wano through that cross examination no na andi mo ese o ma file additional witness statement e de ama nipa no ogina box ni mu no na Attorney General say azemu de okoti bi obi a ogina ma ye toto na no ye kura de na wa file no mun serve ye ma mi Odriko Kuvitemu nti o say Andy, we lawyer penny, so when say idea we no, and yes, I near no, etiambra. And I think you know challenge it because what does that mean? It means to say, I was a jai cross examination now, why no? Na go back here. That's what I'm qua. Who no? Because one questions now what be say where we make me coachino. And so still, my Odriko Kuvite, rule my Andy. I'm almost capé cross examination, no. I'm almost starting the floor. So I think so. No, it don't say, okay, say, yeah, man, extra days or the free new witnesses. Witness not the mobile. Almost have a saying as a man. As a man, no, why, Krum Hono. So, no, your baby say, only Michael Jedu. No, sir, Michael Jedu, the so we SS1 in Amha, or Crone 12, no, soon, no, sir. They be all coach my own to me as and also mine. Yes. Gracias, Christo. We have the record of position. What is a man who do Kokuvite say? And some no mubedi adanse na no di bu asem no. Yes, I've talked say that in assemblyman he was rushed.
No, it's in a chief ebi ka say on say come back to. I want us to conclude on the Wontumi. I almost 40 minutes. On say enti the ebi ka say all this one na di o court. Oh, Wontumi there. Enya ne expertise so obe coach witness. Can we yanka say. But say okofa obi so media dance e mame. Ade betin mako prison 25 years. Na nipa na san be dia dance e tia me a.
Okay, first of all, let me clarify this. Lawyers cannot coach their clients.
Okay, so no say don't do that. On ne be bo.
Untimi nyesa. Client no untimi nyesa. We should establish that. But unim, I think say question will be abisa me that. You people are assuming say Attorney General no onu di onim ne oye.
Oh, okay, my
so no questions no so be bisa wo no pressure. Eti ye coach you said ye bra no the fa ba bia e ho no in the box no dey na wo nipa ne be ye. Ohun Attorney General no onu no e be prove say na say Attorney General no dey one man Wontumi admit say omunye corporate structure bia. Because the guy bisa na say Kwame Antwi no wo we ana Wontumi no dey so onim say o ka no kore. I say akwa na dwane ampanti be 2022 hu ni biem. How did that affect ruling no judgment na na say obi hu 2022 there e kire say wo de ade na ma okum 2024 no enye onwa mumi nu person am ye director se be ye 2 obi ai na won't say
eti 3 persons na charge you Wontumi akonta ana abrante na waja
akonta cannot give it ade na akonta dia ya fa ma
Wontumi na so the 2 people
no I akonta dia ma me ni kire mo say akonta na separate entity ono na bind the man
yes
but na company so kire say akonta no say ono na de man ya why na Wontumi wa akonta obetime de akonta man na mo obi e nipa 2 Wontumi ne abrante kwa
abrante na dwane ana
adanse say
court so abrante na dwane be 4 years ago
ade no so wo de ma 2024 eti obi Wontumi a aka 2024 obetime de ama hanu kum no e Wontumi
ante wona ahwa wo left corporate
bill no say Attorney General so ye say ebiem Wontumi mutia mo taxes Wontumi say there be. And I say I didn't want to say any adwuma or say akonta nya adwuma da. And Attorney General say so when him say wonya adwuma kra, wo betumi file 0 taxes. So I know people don't know. Oh say court me bisa question. How can I say here ne say Attorney General no mama me no ye judge ne say omonye corporate ade bia nti omo ba no mo betai sha akonta chi say akonta ne de ade ne ma no aban de ma no a omo bo omonye corporate na ma me rule no so kan wo I say mo ye corporate structure bia so enti na in case no first charge ne de they can overturn it because of circumstantial. But also, my minister ruling or chair other cases are so we can use circumstantial. But the second one in the using a better
I think said they were MPP for amend the act Parliament, Parliament amended I think 2018, 2019. And on a man issue in the back. So finally, do you think that they appeal no again back?
Your point of law until it can suffice. I know dear.
Can suffice.
So your point of law, ne dear. Or say Mrano, one you sending this all the SR.
Okay, and I know there are three court of appeal judges, so 3 against 1 to you.